not enough to talk about peace. We must believe in it. And it is not enough to believe in it. We must work at it. Good afternoon, friends. Today's lecture topic is peace measures in Jammu and Kashmir. Peace measures in Jammu and Kashmir include conflict prevention and reduction in the hostilities of Jammu and Kashmir region. The dispute between India and Pakistan has resulted in the decades of violence in the Kashmir Valley. And on 5th August 2019, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill has revoked Article 370 and 35A, splitting the state of Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories, that is Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. After that, today we have seen that slowly and steadily the Jammu and Kashmir comes into normalcy. After the abrogation of Article 370, we have seen the government have taken so much preventive and precautionary measures for the safety of Jammu and Kashmir people. Like, government has shut down all the phones and internet services which can be used by the terrorists and Pakistan for mobilization of people and indoctrination of the youths. In past also, there have been many measures taken up by the government, like People's Democratic Party, and from 2002 to 2005 have taken an initiative called Healing Touch Method, in which it freed the jailed militants, reduced the security operations, increasing the free movement of people by reducing the police checks, and also many measures in towards the human approach with the help of administration and especially the security forces. In 2010, Umar Abdullah government has taken an initiative called Surrender and Rehabilitation, in which the former militants have given a chance who have crossed LOC to come back to India. Sadbhavna Operation. It is an Indian Army operation and it is a welfare operations include infrastructure development, medical care, youth and women empowerment, sports tournament, educational tours and many more. We have seen that there are various NGOs who are working towards bringing peace in the valley, and the famous one, Borderless World Foundation. Recently, the fresh domicile notification has been issued when the world is under the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. In this, the individual who have resided in Jammu and Kashmir for 15 years, who have studied in Jammu and Kashmir for 7 years, or who have appeared in 10th and 12th examination in Jammu and Kashmir can grant the domicile of Jammu and Kashmir. And in my point of view, this is really a positive effect which can reduce the fear from the Jammu and Kashmir people. And at last, I want to say that peace can become a lens through which you can see the world. Be it, live it, radiate it out. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My today's lecture topic is peace in Jammu and Kashmir. Firstly, I would like to talk about why there is a need for peace in the region. As we know, Kashmir and Kashmiris are the sidelines in the rivalry of India and Pakistan. There has been a loss of more than 40,000 lives in that region since last 30 years. Not to mention the regular stone pelting on the Indian armed forces. India and Pakistan had fought 3 wars since their independence in that region as well. By this, we can clearly state that there is an urgent need of peace in that Jammu and Kashmir region. Next, I would like to talk about the measures taken by the Indian government and the Indian Army for the peace building of the Jammu and Kashmir region. Firstly, I would like to mention the Healing Touch policy, which came into existence in 2002. Under this policy, a lot of militants were released from the jail and a lot of restrictions were lifted from the people. The aim of the policy was to bring peace and harmony to the region in the name by a humanitarian touch. Next, in 2010, the surrender and rehabilitation centers were established for the militants, and militants were encouraged to surrender and join the rehabilitation centers and choose a right path for their life. Under this policy, more than 400 militants showed up, which was a great success. Indian Army started the Operation Sadbhavna, which aimed to bring development in the region in terms of infrastructure, hospitals, schools, colleges, medicines, and lot of programs for the people. Next, as we know, recently Article 370 have been revoked, which will bring lot of development and lot of peace in the region, according to me. As we know, in some of the disturbed areas of the Jammu and Kashmir region, the youth is misguided and the youth joins the militants. This is just due to the unemployment issues which is there in the regions. By the abrogation of Article 370, there will be a lot of development in terms of healthcare, hospitals, schools, colleges, research centers and factories, which will generate a lot of employment. By this, there would be less youth who would be joining the militants, and less support to the militants would be there in the region. At the end, I would like to say, by educating the youth and bringing the employment, by developing there, we can bring peace and harmony in the region. And I hope Indian government would do a lot of things in future for the peace building in Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you.